All right, let's talk YouTube. So I just made a couple of recordings for teachers and for students, and I would like to upload them to YouTube so that I can share them out. So if you are in any of your Google things, there are two ways you can do this. You can either just type in YouTube up here and go right there, or you can always get there by clicking the boxes that mean Google Apps and going over to YouTube. Now, if you're like me, you probably have multiple Gmail accounts. I have my school one, I have a personal one, and I have ones that go with different blogs that I've had over the years. So always check to see which one you are in. When I was in Gmail just a moment ago, I was in my personal account, but now that I've gone to YouTube, it has defaulted to one of my other ones. So you're just going to go over here, go to switch account, and then connect to the one that you want to be connecting to. So you have YouTube open, and once you are here, it is pretty simple. You're going to go up here to this icon that is a little video camera with a plus sign. You're going to click that. You have two options. You can go live or you can upload a video. I would like to upload a video. And I'm going to, you can do this in two ways. You can either select and choose the file from your different menus, wherever you might have it. I have mine right here on my desktop, so I'm actually just going to drag it in and drop it there. Now, this is where you can choose different things for your video. Just know that if you make it through the next couple of slides and you want to go back and you're like, oh no, I wanted to change this feature, you can always go back and edit. So don't ever worry that if you get to the end of this and you're like, oh no, I made a mistake. Everything is editable. So this is where you can have your title. It will always default to whatever your file is named. So if you have it saved as, movie one, I would change that to be more descriptive. You can add a description down here. Some of my videos, I've put down sort of timestamps for different areas of the video that people can skip to, like when I've been doing tutorials. If you want to choose a different thumbnail, a thumbnail is the sort of preview image that's there. You can do that. You can either upload just a regular image, or eventually this will populate sample sort of screen grabs. I have very much leaned into just sort of going along with whatever very embarrassing, awkward screen grab it has of my face and just going with that. So I don't really change the thumbnail. If you have any playlists, like if you're making a playlist of all your literacy videos and another one of all your math videos or another one of all your morning messages, you can check those playlists here. I don't have any that I've created yet, so that's not an option, but I could create one right there if I wanted to. Here you can click if it is going to be for kids or not. You also have the option down here under more. You can add tags. That really only matters if you want people to be able to find yours. But you can add captions. Always check those, however. But I actually want to go down because I want to turn off my comment features. I want to just disable my comments altogether. You also could hold comments for review, which means that anytime someone commented on, you would get an email alert and you would have to approve it. I'm just going to disable comments. These are videos I'm making for my students. They know how to contact me. I don't want any comments happening on YouTube. So I'm going to disable those comments. This is also a video for kids. I actually made it specifically for my students. This is going to change what kind of video suggestions and ads are attached to that video. And down here, it also automatically disables the comments. So if you had just pressed for kids from the get-go, down here you wouldn't need to change anything. It does automatically disable. I'm going to go to next. You don't need to do anything here. This is where you're going to decide who can view your video. You don't want to choose private. Private is super, super restrictive. You have to type in the exact email of the people that would get to see your video. You're going to want to choose between unlisted or public. Unlisted means that anyone who has the link can see it. but it's not searchable. People can type into the search button exactly what your title is and they will not find it. It's not listed anywhere. They have to have a link to see it. Or you can have it public, which again means that it's out there, anyone can see it. Depending on your content, I'm gonna have mine unlisted. First of all, no one would really care about my video except my students. It's about their writing pieces. It's very, very specific to them. But if I have ever made content that I think someone else might like, I always make that public. I'm appreciative of the people who have put content out there that I've been able to use with my students, and so I try to do the same. You can schedule this out if you want to like start off unlisted or private and then make it public. I don't think you would ever need to do that as a teacher. You can always go back and change it if you change your mind later. So then I'm going to go to save, and now it's going to upload. And this can take anywhere from a couple of seconds to 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of your video file. The next thing that's going to happen is that it's going to process your video. So it's going to upload it and then it's going to process it. If you close out of the screen at any time, that's fine. It will not interrupt the process, but your video just won't be able to be viewed until this process is finished. And again, this can take anywhere from a couple seconds to several minutes, just depending on how large your file is. All right, so my video is uploaded. As you can see, it is a spectacularly awkward thumbnail photo that YouTube has chosen. Like I said, I have just decided to sort of lean into that. But I'm gonna click on that video, and that's gonna take me to this screen where all of those things that I did before, I can still change. So if I decide, oh wait, I don't want this to be for kids, or if I didn't click this before and want to now, you can always do that here. If I wanna change out my thumbnail to a different awkward photo, I could do that here or upload another one. I'm pretty into this one. This is pretty bad. We're gonna go with it. I don't really need to add a description because I'm actually gonna email the link to my students directly, and anything I need to tell them is gonna be in that email. But this is where you could put that. So everything here is exactly how I want it. So now I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to copy my link, and then that is where I can post it or send it. I could put this into Seesaw, or I can post it into an email. However it is that you're going to send that link, that's where it is. I hope this was helpful. If you ever have any questions or there's something else on YouTube that you would love a tutorial on, please let me know.